In point of fact, and maybe to your surprise, this really was not a terribly difficult decision at all. By every conceivable measure, individual stats, two-way contributions, team success, Bowling Green's Marcus Starks delivered more relative football impact than any other player in the Tri-States this season, and I'm not sure it was even close for second. That he did so relative to one of the most star-studded and deserving fields of finalists we've encountered only served to strengthen our conviction that the Bobcat Senior was our slam dunk choice as the 2022 KHQA Player of the Year. Granted, you could argue that injuries in places like Hannibal and Macomb may have strengthened Marcus's case and fended off worthy challengers. But the simple truth of the matter is that when everybody was healthy, Marcus Starks was still statistically outpacing and outproducing everyone on the board. Wire to wire, in fact. His numbers were historic, as was the performance of the offense he fronted. Bowling Green scored 840 points this season, the third highest total in recorded Misha history. That worked out to 65 points per night. Marcus was the unquestioned hammer on that unit. He rushed for 2,244 yards this fall, his second straight season shattering the 2K mark. I will point out that Marcus actually rushed for 3 more yards this season than he did last year, a 2-year total, by the way, of 4,485 yards, and did so on 10 less carries. That means his per carry average rose to 12.5 yards per tote this season. But that was not the biggest statistical leap forward on his resume. Starks scored 47 rushing touchdowns as a senior, 13 more than from his All-State junior campaign. Again on 10 less attempts, which means he scored a touchdown roughly every 4 attempts. Marcus also added another 508 yards worth of receiving production to the Bobcat offense, scoring 10 more touchdowns among his 22 receptions. Add in a pick-6 score on the other side of the ball, and that is 58 total touchdowns this year from one kid alone. This from a dude who was actually only playing 2 quarters a night through the first 11 games of the season because the Bobcats were dropping the turbo clock on every single team they played. So much so that Bowling Green's first-team offense did not punt once during the regular season. And mull on this for a second. Marcus Starks scored 91 total touchdowns the last 2 years. That's a dozen more over that span than his next closest competitor, and that competitor just happened to pledge Division I to Notre Dame earlier this month. Starks ends his career as a 2-time first-team All-State running back, but his contributions to Bowling Green's unreal success were not limited to just one side of the football. Marcus delivered a team-high 5 interceptions this fall. He posted 11 tackles for loss and finished with nearly 30 total tackles, again playing only in the first half of games for all but 2 contests this season. More importantly, all of that statistical goodness was translatable to the win-loss column, as the Bobcats finished 23-2 with both a state quarterfinals and state semifinals appearance over that span. What the football future will hold going forward for Marcus Starks is still yet to be written. But what has been left now in his rearview mirror in high school is stuff for the ages. A well-deserved congratulations here and Merry Christmas to Bowling Green's finest. Marcus Starks is your 2022 KHQA Football Player of the Year.